Hello. In this lecture I will explain chapter 9 from the great poem The Night in the Panther Skin. The title of chapter 9 is the letter written by NESTAN-DAREDJAN to her beloved Tariel. Actually, NESTAN-DAREDJAN is held in captivity by the Kajis, the demons, and he wrote from her captivity a letter to her beloved Tariel. Tariel is the protagonist of the poem. I will read stanza number 1292. Now when she sobbing, crying, writes to her beloved. So NESTAN-DAREDJAN wrote the letter while she was sobbing and crying. By the tears of those who burn it in the fire of the flame of his love for her, the pain fades. So she feels less pain when by the tears of her beloved. So her pain fades because the tears of his beloved, of her beloved Tariel. Line number 3, she wrote a letter that penetrates the hearts of those who hear its content. So it means that actually she wrote a very emotional letter that whoever hears the content of the letter will be also very emotional. She splits a rose, then the transparent crystal appears. She splits her rose, that is to say, opens her mouth. So there is the first image, the mouth of Nestan is resembled to a rose, and the second image is the teeth of NESTAN-DAREDJAN resembled to transparent crystal. So she splits the rose, opens her mouth, then the transparent crystal appears. So when she opens her mouth, her teeth that is resembled to transparent crystal appears. Okay, so the mouth resembles to a rose, and the teeth of Nestan resembles to clear crystal. Stanza number 1293. Oh, oh my love, this letter I sent to you, it's my handiwork. So she says that the letter that she sent to her lover Tariel was written by herself only, and without any other help or advice from anyone. The second line is I used my body as stylus, and as a ink I used the tears I had shed. So there are two images. The stylus resembles to her body, and the ink that she used in order to write the letter resembles to the tears that she shed during the writing of the letter. Okay, I used my body as a stylus, and as ink I used the tears I had shed. Okay, as a paper I glued your art even to my art. So the third image in stanza number 1293 is that paper in which she wrote the letter resembles to the art of her NESTAN-DAREDJAN and her lover Tariel. Okay, as a paper I glued your art even to my art. Okay, the fourth line in stanza 1293, oh art, black and sad art, you are bound, may you remain bound forever to his art. So actually her wish is that her art that is black and sad will be bound to the art of her lover Tariel, and her art is black and sad because of the fact that she is now in the second abduction by the Kajis, by the demons, and her first abduction was by the Indians. So she suffered a lot during her life, and that is the reason that her art is black and sad. Okay, oh art, black and sad art, you are bound, may you remain bound forever to his art, to Tariel's art. Okay, stanza number 1294. Do you see, my love, what deeds the fate is doing? No matter how much sunlight the sun brings down on us, for me it's always dark. Why? Because she suffered a lot during her life, and that is the reason that for her it is always dark. Line number 3 in stanza 1294, the wise know it, and therefore they despise it, for them fate is contemptible. So the wise know it, it is the fate, the wise know the fate, and for that reason they despise it. Why? Because for Nestan, for example, the fate do to her always bad things, like her abduction, that she is actually in the captivity in the tower, held in captivity by the Kajis, the demons. Okay, so the fates did her always only bad things. my life without you, or how hard it is. She says to her beloved Tariel that she cannot live without her beloved Tariel, or her life without her beloved Tariel is very hard. Okay? Stanza number 1295. Do you see, my love, how fate and damned time separated us? I am not happy to see you anymore, my dear. What can the heart worshipped by you really do without you? A sacred thought will reveal to you the Eden. That is to say, the place where the demons hide me. Actually, in the following stanzas, in stanza number 1300, she actually wrote to Tariel that she is held by the Kajis in captivity in a very tall tower. So we can ask the question if she wrote to her beloved that the Kajis, the demons, holding her in a very tall tower, why he writes her that here in this stanza that a sacred thought will reveal you the Eden. So we know that she is kept in a tall tower, but the answer to this question is actually maybe there are a lot of towers, and it is very hard to know in which tower exactly she is held. And for that reason she writes to her beloved, a sacred thought will reveal you the Eden. That is to say, the place where the demons hide me. Why? Because there are many towers in the country of the Kajis, of the demons, and for that reason it is very hard to know in which tower she was held by the Kajis. Okay, stanza number 1296. By your son, until now I thought you were dead. So she said to her beloved, by your son, that is to say, I swear in your life that until now I thought you were dead. Line number 2, as for me, I thought my life and all my resources were spent. So because of the fact that I thought that you are not alive, all my life and resources were spent. I was exhausted. I was very sad. Okay, now when I hear news from you, I praise the Creator and glorify Him. But now that I know that you are alive, because I heard news from you, I praise the Creator, I thanks to God and glorify Him. All my troubles are equal to the joy associated with knowing that you are alive. So NESTAN-DAREDJAN says to her beloved Tariel that all the troubles and the sufferings that she had during her life, that although that they were very much and severe, they equal to the joy associated with the knowledge that you are alive. Okay, so her being alive because of the fact that her beloved is alive. Only that one thing is very, very important, so much that it is equal to all the troubles that she had during all her life, and she had a lot of troubles. She was abducted twice, and all the troubles that she had during her life equals to the fact that she knows that her beloved Tariel is alive. Okay? Stanza number 1297. Your life is enough for me, so that my heart will be filled with hope. So the fact that I know that you are alive, that is enough for me to be filled with hope. A heart so wounded and burned. I've already explained that Nestan had a lot of troubles in her life, and for that reason her heart is wounded and burned. Think of me, remember me as a person lost to you. Because of the fact that she now is in a captivity of the cages of the demons, she is lost to her lover. I sit and take care of the love I planted. Okay? So she takes care of the love between her and her beloved Tariel. That's the thing that the only thing that she can do in her captivity. Stanza number 1298. I have no ability to express my story on my own because of the fact that her story is very emotional. She finds it very hard to express her story by herself. My tongue gets tired. No one will believe what his ears have heard. So if she tries to express her story by her tongue will be tired, will get tired, and no one will believe to her story. Batman saved me from the Indian kidnappers. May God protect her. So, in the first abduction of NESTAN-DAREDJAN, Tariel's beloved, she was abducted by the Indian kidnappers, and the woman that saved her life was Batman. And for that she thanks to her and asks from God to protect Batman. prays to God to protect Batman. Now, once again, the cruel fate did what it saw fit to do. I have already told you that she has a bad luck, and for that bad luck, she actually was expecting that her bad luck will cause her a lot of troubles, and that is what really happened. And she blames her bad luck to her bad situation that she is now in the captivity of the demons. Stanza number 1299. Fate has now added more sorrow to my present troubles. Why? Because she was abducted by the Kajis. My bad luck was not satisfied with the already existing suffering, which consisted of many pains. And again, he delivered me into the hands of the sorcerers, that are the Kajis, the demons, whom it is difficult to fight because of the fact that they are very strong fighters. The Kajis are very strong. It will be very difficult to fight against them in order to rescue her from her captivity. Fate has caused us, my love, all the troubles that have befallen us. So again, she blames her bad fate, bad luck, in all the troubles that befall her and on Tariel, because Tariel also has a bad luck because he killed the tiger, and from that moment he is wearing the skin of the tiger, because the face of the tiger that he killed resembled to the face of his beloved NESTAN-DAREDJAN, and she is mourning because of the death, of the tragic death that was accidental. He mourned because of the fact that he killed the tiger accidentally, and he wear the skin of the tiger because he wants to remember the tiger all his life, because he loved the tiger, and he wants that the skin that he wears as a coat will be the sign, will be something that will remind him always the tiger. Okay, so he is also in a bad situation in the sense that he always mourn and cry because of the death of the tiger. Stanza number 1300. I sit in a castle so high that my eyes can barely see the ground. As I've already told you, the Kajis, that abduct, the demons that abduct Nestan, put her or held her in a very tall tower, and actually he was held in the top of the tower that is very tall, and the tower is so tall that she barely can see the ground. If he looks towards the ground, she barely can see the ground. The entrance to the tower is through a closed tunnel, above which there are guards. So she says that the only entrance to the tower is through a closed tunnel, and the tunnel itself is guarded by the guard, is secured by the guards in order to prevent from anyone that will try to save her, to prevent him to do it. Day and night, guards secure the tunnel and wait for their turn in their watch. Actually, she says to her beloved Tariel that the tunnel, the closed tunnel, is secured 24 hours a day, and whoever will try to enter to that tunnel in order to save her will be killed by the guards. Actually, the guards themselves very eager to do their job, to secure the tunnel. And line number 4 in stanza 1300, they will kill those who try to enter the tower through the tunnel, like fire, they will envelop them. So I've already said that because of the fact that they are very strong fighters, whoever will try to enter to the tunnel, they will kill him immediately. Like fire, they will envelop them. Stanza number 1401. Do you think that those men are the kind of warriors you have destroyed before? So she asked actually a rhetoric question, her beloved Tariel, that don't think that the demons are the same warriors that you destroyed before, because they are much stronger fighters, and it will be impossible to succeed to rescue me from the captivity of the demons. Don't destroy me with troubles worse than the present troubles. If I see you dead, I will burn like straw in a flame. So Nestan says to her lover that if she sees him dead because maybe he will try to rescue her, then she will burn like a straw in a flame. Since I am separated from you, give up on me with a heart harder than a rock. So because of the fact that she is separated from her beloved, that it is impossible to rescue her from the captivity of the Kajis. She asked her beloved to give up on her. With a strong heart. Okay? Stanza number 1302. My beloved, don't lament over me with such grief. So she asked her beloved Tariel not to feel sorry on her. Tell me, is there another person for me with the shape of the aloe tree? So, in the second line of stanza 1302, there is image. She resembles her beloved Tariel to a aloe tree. Okay? Life without you is meaningless to me, and from now on I should be full of regret. So she says to her lover that she cannot live without him. Either I throw myself off the rock or stab myself with a knife. So in the situation, if she will not see her beloved anymore, or her beloved Tariel will die, then she will throw herself on the rocks, or she will stab herself with a knife, because her life is meaningless without her beloved Tariel. Stanza number 1403. Without you, the sun, I, your moon, will fall, and it will be impossible to save me. Okay, so in the first line there are two images. The first image is the Tariel resembles to the sun, and the second image is Nestan that resembles to the moon. So she says that without Tariel she will fall and die. The second line is, with you, on the other hand, I will not fall nor stumble, although 3 suns shine near me. She says, but on the other hand, with you, I will never fall or stumble, although that many enemies are in my immediate vicinity. So there is an image, the 3 suns resembles to Nestan's enemies, and she says that with you, when you are with me, I will never fall or stumble, although a lot of enemies are in my immediate vicinity. Okay? Line number 3. Here I would crash down, the big rocks are very close to me. So, without you, the only thing that I can do that crash down. Okay? To you I will dedicate my soul. I may be given wings in the sky, and I will reach the company of the souls of the righteous. So, first of all, she says that she will dedicate her soul to her beloved Tariel, and her second wish is that she may be given wings in order to fly in the sky and reach the company of the righteous. Okay? Stanza number 1304. Beseech God, maybe He will deliver me from the troubles of the world. So she asks Tariel, her beloved Tariel, to pray to God in order that God will save her from the troubles of the world and from union with fire, water, earth, and air. And she also asks Tariel to pray to the God that she will be saved from fire, water, earth, and air. Okay? Let Him give me wings and I will fly. I will achieve my desire. Again, she asks her wishes to be given wings in order to fly and achieve her desire. Day and night I will look at the rays of the sun. The sun is Tariel, so there is an image of Tariel is resembles to the sun, flashing in splendor. So day and night I will look at the rays of the sun flashing in the splendor. So her wish is that she will always look at her beloved Tariel, because his face is like the rays of the sun. Okay? Stanza number 1305. The sun is missing one of its components without you. You are one of the planets of the sun and not something that the sun rejects. So there is an image. Tariel resembles to the planets that rotate around the sun, like the Earth or other planets that rotate around our sun. Line number 3. I will see you, I will compare you to the sun, and you will illuminate my dark heart. So her wish is to be rescued from the captivity of the demons and to see her beloved Tariel and to compare him to the sun. As I already said, that there are a couple of images that will compare Tariel to the sun, or Tariel resembles to the sun, and you will illuminate my dark heart. So when she will see her beloved Tariel, Tariel in his face will light his beloved dark heart, dark and sad heart. Why? Because his face is bright and glimmering like the sun. If my life was bitter, at least my death will be sweet. So her last wish is that if her life was bitter, as I already told you, she suffered a lot during her life. The 2 abductions, yes. So her life was sad and bitter. So she wished that at least her death will be sweet. Stanza number 1306. Death is no longer severe for me because I dedicate my soul to you. She says to her beloved Tariel that because of the fact that she dedicates her soul to her beloved, even death is no longer severe to her. Okay, but I placed your love in my heart, and there it rested. When I think about parting with you, a wound is added to the existing wound. So she says that whenever she thinks about parting from her beloved Tariel, she becomes very sad and very depressed. Don't cry, don't mourn for me, oh my beloved one. Okay, she asked from her beloved Tariel not to cry and be sad because of her captivity by the demons. Okay, the last stanza that I will read is 1307. She asks her beloved Tariel, go to the land of India to my father Parsedan, or actually her father Parsedan is the king of 1 kingdom out of 7 of India. She asked from her beloved Tariel to go to her father Parsedan, surrounded by enemies on every side. So she asked Tariel to help her father to fight against the enemies that actually surrounding the kingdom of her father Parsedan. Comfort his heart that suffers from separation from me. So she also asked from her beloved Tariel to comfort her father Parsedan. Actually, he is very sad because of her captivity by the demons. Think that I am crying for you with tears that cannot be dried. Okay? Because of her longing to her beloved Tariel, she always cries, and because of that, she shed a lot of tears, and she said she sheds so much tears that the tears cannot be dried. Okay, so that was the chapter 9, that is the letter that was sent by NESTAN-DAREDJAN from her captivity by the demons to her beloved Tariel, that is also the protagonist of the poem. Okay, thank you very much.